What's up, everyone? This is Asix Benson with a Sonic Pi demonstration for not GDC because, yeah, it's not GDC. For all we know, this is not a demonstration. I typically go by Asix Gene, but when I do music, I am Asix Benson. Don't ask me why. That's just how I roll. I am a game designer. I develop. I sometimes push pixels. I sometimes do clearly music. I think I've done about 25 or so projects. Like I've been involved or have done 25 or so projects. Yeah, so I try to stay busy. I've done NaNoWriMo once last November. I've done February album writing month this last month, which kind of how we got here today. So yeah, that's where you had to do 14 songs in 28 days. If you don't, if it's like I saw it as a NaNoWriMo of music. If you don't know what NaNoWriMo is, it's like writing a 50,000 word story in like a month. So yeah, I don't know, something about month challenges that just gets me excited. But anyway, so for February album writing month, I did 13 of my 14 songs in Sonic Pi. Disclaimer: I don't know any music. I know little to no music theory. I just started using Sonic Pi for February album writing month, so I have like a month worth of experience. So this is why I prefer to use the word demonstration other than tutorial or whatever. But what I'm just gonna just show you guys is kind of the basic building blocks of Sonic Pi, and yeah, if you just go from there. What I'm gonna show you is only like 10%, I think, of what this program is capable of. So yeah, let's jump into it. All right, so Sonic Pi, we're doing music. So if we want to do music, we got to play some notes. So we do that simply with the play command. Now to decide what notes to play, we have MIDI numbers. MIDI numbers. I don't know what they're called. Apparently, the sounds that correspond with MIDIs have numbers. So if those are relevant to you, you can't use those. So if I do play 60, let's do a low number, 30. I can barely even hear that one. I don't even know how high these numbers go. 120, is that valid? Ooh, that hurt a little bit. Did I do 40 already? Yeah, so if you know like I don't even know what they're called, obviously. So if you know your MIDI numbers, then you can use those, or you can use musical notation. So C5, D3. You can do sharps and flats. B sharp, nope, wrong key. A flat. So yeah, you can use musical notations or the MIDI numbers, but I'll be using musical notations because clearly I don't even know what MIDI numbers are once again. So yeah, we can come in here and lay down some notes. Let's play. So yeah, so I have C5, D5, E5. So if we play that, how I have it written, we'll just get like this jumble of notes. In order to break those up, we use what is called a sleep command. So we can do sleep 50, sleep 50. We can play that. So now they come like right after one another instead of playing them all together. So you could do both. We can play one note. Let's do C5 again. So yeah, you can play them by themselves or together, however you see fit. And while we're on the topic of sleep commands, if you do know your musical notations, these are how the sleep values correspond to like notes. So like a sleep 4 would be a whole note or a whole rest. A sleep 2 would be a half note or half rest, and so on and so forth. Won't get too much into that. Once again, no music theory. But yeah, so those are your sleep commands. Now we've been getting now we've been hearing these beeps. Sonic Pi has synths that you can use, and you can change them by using the use synth command. And here's just we have a pretty decent amount of synths. My favorite one is just a simple piano. We run that, and this is what we get. Another one I like is Prophet. Another one is Pretty Bells. And if you wanted to, you can even change your synths whenever you choose. So we can play the first set of notes with the piano, and then we can do the Pretty Bell next. And let's give it some different notes. So yeah, that sounded weird, but if you wanted to, you could switch up your synths in the middle of a song in your code. Sorry, I keep looking down at my notes so I don't miss anything. All right, samples. So along with your synths, you can use samples by typing the sample command. And Sonic Pi has a huge list of samples. I think in their version 3 update, they added a whole bunch more. I don't even remember half of these. I think it feels like I don't know when the 3rd version came out, but I think it was sometime during February album month, because I could have swore I had the most recent one on my Windows computer. I know 3 is not on Linux because I don't think the developer has the resources for it, unfortunately. So if you're a Linux user, I think you're stuck on 2.9 for now until I guess we can find the resources. Would like to try it myself, but not the time's not there. Anyway, so we're gonna let's see. I love the choir sample. Choir sample, another good sample. Basically all the drums. That's not the one I meant to pick, but and so you can come in here and kind of use them the same way as you would, use your play command. So I can do choir, sleep, one, sample, choir. And so you can have the sample play twice. Another good one is, I don't remember the name of it. Did they take it out? Oh, that's bad. Oh, nope, there it is. And I think Sonic Pi just froze on me. Oh, there it goes. Technical difficulties. And I saw it and I forgot it that quickly. I have the pleasure of babysitting puppies, so they might come up on the screen. Oh, where is it? Yeah, that one's a good one. Yeah, I like this one. Yeah, so you can choose samples and synths. Hi, puppy. Okay. So yeah, you can use samples and synths to make some music. Now, one more thing before we go to our next section. Let's actually see if we can get those other notes back. Let's see if I can undo that far. You can also change the BPM, beats per minute, by using the use BPM command. And I think the default is 60. So we're going to change ours to 80. And 20. So yeah, now you know how to change the beats per minute, change your synths, play your notes, use samples. Now, of course, how do we kind of pull that all together? Well, we can use loops, repetition loops, and threads. So if you notice, when I hit the run command, all these notes just play once and it kind of stops. But if I do this, that sounds bad, but you see it just kept playing repeatedly, bothering us for years. That sounds a little bit better. So let's take that BPM out. That's what I had earlier, actually. Yeah, so as long as you have a loop command, it'll just keep going and going and going until you hit the stop button. Now, what if we only wanted to loop it like say 3 times, and instead of writing loop, we just do 3 times do, and then it's done. It stops on its own after that. And we can even do something crazy. And combine our loop and our repetition loops. So I can come in here and do something like bam, and then play, and then bam, and then sleep 50, and then that's I think 2. I think that's what I want. So oops. Let's change that to 1. Actually, let me take that sleep 2 out. So yeah, you can combine your loops and your repetition loops, and make a little melody or harmony, or I'm sorry, no music theory experience. Don't even know the right word to use. You can make a nice song. Yeah. But let's just say we wanted another section of song. So we'd probably come in here and do another loop do, and let's do sample. So we want a drum, we want a kick, sleep, another kick, another kick, maybe not another kick. So yeah, if we come and do something like that. So yeah, as you can see, it's not hitting that second loop here because it's kind of still stuck in this loop. So to kind of fix that problem, what we would do is in thread do. Bam. And do another in thread. Oops. Grab this. Cut. Paste. M. And now if we play it, actually hold up, let me put a, and this is something you can also do, mind you. You can have a sleep command before a loop. So if you kind of want to lead a section in, you can kind of put a sleep before the loop, so it'll wait before the loop comes in. So let's see. I'll count my sleeps, and then I'll probably have it come in after it plays this one. So that's 2, 1, 2, 4. I think that's 8. So now if we play it, hey, you like that, Desi? My fiance's watching me. She's giving me the approval. She knows her music. So yeah, use your threads and your loops and your repetitions, your plays, your sleeps, your samples, and you just come in here and do all kinds of crazy stuff. And like I said, if it hasn't been apparent with how I've been talking, I know little to no music theory, and I've only been using this program heavily for about a month, and I've done like 13 songs in here in the last month. So yeah, it's a really nice program. But before I leave, got a couple more things. I'll go over some shortcuts that I printed up, give you some bonuses. So in Sonic Pi is on Linux, Macs, Windows, all that good stuff. They have kind of the typical keyboard shortcuts that you've seen me use, but they don't use like Control or Command. I don't know, Mac uses a different modifier key. But Sonic Pi is always going to be Alt no matter what operating system you use. So, your copy paste, your copy cut paste, select all is the same secondary key, but instead of Control like Windows, it'll be Alt. Some special keys that are down here. Format, you've probably seen it, saw me typing, and then all of a sudden my code just kind of formats itself. That was me hitting Alt-M. That formats your code, so it's all, indented right and all that good stuff. Alt, you probably noticed I wasn't always hitting these buttons at the top to play and stop the music. That's because I can hit Alt-R to run or Alt-S to stop. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Another tip is when you're, testing out your music, when you run it. This is a song that I did on an earlier take of this talk. This is my 3rd take, hopefully the last. So yeah, make sure you stop all running code before you start some more, unless it's intended, or this will happen. Your songs will play over each other, and then it'll just get crazy. That's a Parks and Rec reference for anybody who doesn't know. So yeah, we're gonna stop that because that sounds like garbage. Alrighty. Oh crap. Nope. I still have more. I think I still have more to teach you, or to demonstrate you. I'm not teaching you anything. So yeah, you have a record. If you wanted to record your songs, you have your record button right here. So you can hit this record, it'll start flashing, and then you hit your play. Then your stuff will play. And stop it. And as soon as you hit hit the record button again, you can save it as a WAV file or whatever. If you're not done with the song or you want to send it to someone, you can just simply save it as a text file. I assume RV files are also plain text, but I mean, you just save it as a regular TXT, or just copy and paste it and send it in an email. It's just code. So you have these buffers, which I guess I would say they're like save states or whatever. You could just have like 10 of them at a time. So yeah, you can have like 10 songs like being worked on at one time. You have this panel at the bottom. It can it's literally a tutorial in the program, which I think is awesome. So you basically have documentation and reference. Basically everything I learned is right here. You have example songs that you can copy and paste into into Sonic Pi, so you can check out. You can look at some of these songs, even in the examples, and see that I haven't even touched the surface of what Sonic Pi is capable of. It lists the synths for you, the FX, which is something I didn't go over, the samples, all the commands, all that's right down here. You can decrease and increase the size of your code editor, kind of customize your side over here. Got your preferences and all that. And I think that's it. I think that's all Sonic Pi. That's all I have to tell you about Sonic Pi. It's up to you to take this knowledge and utilize it for your own good. This has been Asix Benson, and I hope you've enjoyed. Oh crap! No. Sorry, this is like my first talk, so I'm just kind of having fun with it. It's not GDC anyway, so. I'm Asix Benson. I typically go by Asix Gene. If you are trying to find me on the social medias, you can. If I'm on a social media, I can rest assured that my name is Asix Gene. That's ASIXJIN. Yeah, I know about my website. My fiance is also telling me not to forget to tell you about my website, which I was getting to. That is www. Let's say it 3 times. .acentricstudios.com. That's ASENTRIX studios.com. And now I wish I had named it something easier to spell. Sorry, guys. I think that's everything. Yeah. Oh, snap, it didn't stop. Puppy! Now I'm just wasting time. You guys can just stop the video at this point. Puppy! This is like the bone. This is probably gonna be in the gag reel. Come here, puppy. Puppy. Bruh. This is my bruh. This is my win pup. She's being shy. Say hi to the people. Yeah. Hey, win pups. That's my Winnie. Thank you for watching, you guys.